as well. So thank you so much for participating. We're delighted to honor you.
I want to thank the Olmsted Network for choosing me as your winner. It's really been an honor. I also want to thank both of my teachers, Ms. Kylie and Ms. Noel, that are here to show my support. Again, thank you to everyone here. Thank you. Thank you.
Like the teachers to stand up again. Noel and Kylie, again, thank you so much for all of your All right, with that, you are free to go back to enjoy your dinner, and we will come back again once dessert is served. So thanks so much. With that, we're going to get the show back on the road. All right, well, as you well know, we are all here tonight to honor great champions of the Olmsted legacy. And so what we're going to do is we are going to focus on the 5 awards that are outlined in your wonderful brochure, which is before you. And I'm very happy that members of our board will be making these presentations, many of them. So first, let me introduce to you Spencer Tennell. He was that outrageously loud Georgian. And he will present the first award this evening.
She only thinks she's heard me when I'm loud. I don't need this mic. The Carolyn Loughlin Volunteer Service Award is a coveted national award that acknowledges extraordinary dedication to protecting and preserving historic Olmsted parks. Let me tell you a bit about tonight's recipients. Since 2021, the Garden Club of Orange and Dutchess counties has collaborated with the City of Newburgh, the Downing Park Conservancy, the Downing Park Urban Farm, San Miguel Academy, the Olmsted Network, and the Newburgh Free Academy West student and teachers to help revitalize Downing Park. As part of these valiant efforts, the Garden Club has secured $31,000 in grant money, not to mention given countless hours of volunteer time. The grant dollars have helped support tree care as well as watering and maintenance in a park that welcomes this support, since the City of Newburgh has no parks department. One of the most exciting initiatives is Roots for Trees, introducing Newburgh students to the wonders of nature and the built environment. It is this marvelous partnership that we honor this evening. Roots for Trees provides Newburgh students with t-shirts, curricula, and sweat equity. Working with teachers, club volunteers introduce students to the importance of public green space, tree and plant care, and environmental job opportunities. Consulting the original Olmsted plans, the students and teachers have recently collaborated with a local landscape architect to develop Downing Park entry plantings, which we saw in the great movie and exhibit at Calvary Church on Saturday. In so many ways, the Garden Club and the teachers and students of Newburgh Free Academy West have personified the power of volunteer partnerships in the revitalization of the historic parks. For these reasons, it is our honor tonight to make a joint award to the Garden Club of Orange and Dutchess counties and the students and teachers of the Newburgh Free Academy West. To accept the awards, we are pleased to have 2 teachers from Newburgh Free Academy West, Kylie DeFlanzo and Noelle Atkins Brand. as well as Karen Smythe, president of the Orange and Dutchess Counties Garden Clubs, a graduate of Vassar, and also the mayor of the village of Red Hook. And I think I got those in the right order. I don't know, I'm not sure. So many congratulations. Thank you.
So I think this is that I got the short stick because I'm the one who's going to speak, and yet I'm the one who's done the least amount of work on this incredible work. What I love most about this award is that it's a joint award and it's honoring the partnership, because I think the partnership is really what's so great. We have this wonderful park, Downing Park in Newburgh, and part of what's so important is to engage the community in recognizing what they have right in their backyards. And it's those around the park, once they recognize it's their park, that's what's going to sustain this park going forward. So it is totally my honor on behalf of the Garden Club of Orange and Dutchess counties, and I'm speaking on their behalf only because they tell me they're not going to, and they speak all the time. But they are all, you know, the whole thing is just so extraordinary, and I can't tell you how much joy it gives me. And it's just wonderful to have the opportunity to have all of these folks recognized. So thank you very much on their behalf.
Our next award is a certificate of appreciation, and this will be presented by Olmsted Network board member Steve Loughlin.
Thank you. I'm getting used to reading glasses. Our next award winner is focused on the future. Henry Hester wants youth in Hartford to understand the importance of the built environment to social, ecological, and physical well-being. He works every day to spread the word about Frederick Law Olmsted and the parks he created for the people. Henry's passion for Olmsted is long-term. As a boy, he played in Hartford's Kenny Park. Today, he serves on the Friends of Kenny Park Board of Directors, where he is committed to promoting this great space as historic and beautiful space that also promotes health and well-being. During the Olmsted Bicentennial, Henry was also a driving force. Today, he continues that involvement working with the Hartford Public Library and in the park. In April, he helped to showcase Hartford's many Olmsted masterpieces in a tour for the Olmsted Network. He and other members of the Friends of Kenny Park are concentrating on issues which affect the community. Their mission, and I quote, is to maintain and enhance one of the nation's oldest parks in the city of Hartford and provide students and residents with a safe and nurturing learning environment that will help achieve their full potential in the environmental education field, end quote. Certificates of appreciation by the Olmsted Network recognize those who have given freely and regularly of their time and devotion. Henry Hester is most worthy recipient of the 2024 Olmsted Network Certificate of Appreciation. Congratulations, Henry. Comes up to the podium, I would like to introduce his distinguished guests and ask them to stand. Doris Johnson, Board of Directors, Connecticut Land Conservation Council. Troy Stewart, retired Recreation Division Manager, City of Hartford.
thank you for this award. I had a speech, but after I got here, Dee Dee, I just love the fact that you turned the light on Hartford, where he's buried. You know what I'm saying? It's a tool that I can go back to Hartford and beat up as many people as I want to and bring some real money. So basically, thank you for actually seeing Hartford. Because number one, he grew up there, and if I can do my part as far as getting the next generation to understand how to carry this on, because as I turn 80, I'm looking for the next generation, not right here. Thank you.
Bear with me while I look for my presentation. Anybody got it? All right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna move ahead. And I'm gonna call Bill Bell to the table to award the Olmsted Stewardship Award while I go in search of one of our presentations.
Quite like starting off with a curveball. So good evening. I would like to take an unscripted moment to not only acknowledge on behalf of the board and myself, the incredible work that Victoria, Lynn, Leslie, and Mark did in bringing this together. Dee Dee has already kind of done that, but the person that she left out was herself. Self-effacing and indefatigable as she is, she did not mention the incredible amount of time, effort, and ingenuity that she put into making this all happen. So I think we owe her a round of applause. Don't need that. Okay. Need these. I'm not sure I've got enough light to do this, but I'll give it a shot. So. Oh, wow. There we go. That could be light. All right. So we are now reaching, I guess, not the grand finale now, is it?
No, it's still a grand finale.
Okay. This is to be the grand finale, but it's going to be the penultimate finale. So, Prospect Park in Brooklyn, New York, is a very special place. It is not just because of Frederick Law Olmsted and Calvert Vaux. In no small part, it's a great place thanks to the incredible work, vision, and stewardship of tonight's award winner, Christian Zimmerman. Christian is the Chief Landscape Architect and Vice President of Capital and Landscape Management for Prospect Park. He has led a talented team of architects, landscape architects, horticulturists, arborists, and ecologists for more than 20 years. Over the last 4 decades, the Prospect Park Alliance, whose head, Morgan Monaco, is with us tonight, raised the funds to restore this once dilapidated park and to make it one of the most visited and beloved parks in the world. During this time, Christian has worked tirelessly to restore the landscape in keeping with Olmsted and Vaux's original design. His work has illustrated how thoughtful park leaders can adapt to modern needs while remaining true to the origin story of their park. Christian has contributed to a wide range of significant initiatives in the park, stabilizing the ravine and the waterway next to it, creating the lakeside center around the skating rink, and helping to restore 26 acres of parkland. He oversaw the restoration of the Endell Arch, and the surrounding landscape, whose picture is featured on tonight's awards program. Christian and the Alliance, I've lost my lights, have removed the invasive plants, added native plants, improved drainage issues, and reduced flooding before restoring the arch, which serves as a remarkable entry to the Long Meadow. You can tell this was written by a lawyer, but not by me. So. In so many ways, Christian has demonstrated an extraordinary lifetime commitment to the vision and values of Frederick Law Olmsted. Throughout his career, he has admirably sought to introduce the next generation of landscape architects to Olmsted. And he has generously volunteered his time and offered his expertise to many cities in their park restoration efforts. Millions of people around the world today can appreciate Olmsted's Prospect Park thanks to Christian Zimmerman. And I would add to his wife Mary, who is also with us tonight. For these reasons, we are proud to name him the recipient of the 2024 Olmsted Stewardship Award. The certificate reads, in recognition of extraordinary vision and leadership in the preservation of Prospect Park, an inspiration to all who cherish steward Olmsted parks and landscapes. Congratulations and thank you, Chris. Congratulations.
Yay!
All right. It's all yours, yes.
I too am not good at curveballs. Thought I had a little bit more time. I am very honored at this, for sure. Spending 34 years in the park, restoring it, being a steward, which is I think one of the most important things as a landscape architect working in public service. I realize I work for the Prospect Park Alliance, but it's public service. And we don't hold Olmsted and Vox under a glass in their design. It is a beautiful design. It's one of the most iconic landscapes in, I think, the world, but definitely in the country as an urban space. But what the brilliance of their design is that it can absorb new layers. It can absorb the 21st century, and it just embraces it. And as stewards, what we have to do is acknowledge that times changed, but the bones, the foundation of Prospect Park needs to remain Olmsted and Vox. You add those little layers, but it's always that layer. So I am honored to be a footnote in that great history of Prospect Park, and I feel very blessed and honored.
Sorry, this is a postscript to the penultimate presentation. I neglected to mention Amy Peck, who is the archivist of Prospect Park, who is also with us tonight, and just learning tonight that she preserves and presents the documents that the landscape architects use in their restoration work, so we should recognize her as well.
Yes, you can read some wonderful blogs by Amy on our website, olmsted.org, so don't miss those. All right, well, it's my honor to present the last two, now that we've located them. Are the vision, values, and design principles of Frederick Law Olmsted alive and well? The answer is a resounding yes. Lest you doubt that proposition, we want you to meet our 2024 Certificate of Appreciation winner, Mary Page Michael of Baltimore, chair of the Roland Park Community Foundation. Roland Park was developed as a planned community between 1890 and 1920 by Frederick Law Olmsted Jr. and the Olmsted Brothers firm. The foundation's purpose is to stay true to the Olmsted Brothers' vision for the community in order to benefit future generations of residents. Nominators describe Mary Page as, and I quote, a tireless community leader, Olmsted steward, visionary, collaborator, fundraiser, and friend-raiser. The Olmsted Network agrees. From 2014 to 2018, Mary Page led the planning for the restoration of a significant portion of the Stony Run, which runs through Roland Park. She was instrumental in creating partnerships and facilitating key stakeholder participation. From 2020 to 2021, she and others helped spearhead another major project, the $1.5 million restoration of the Roland Water Tower. She and others navigated the fundraising, design, and construction process, not to mention a global pandemic, to restore the tower and convey its ongoing stewardship to the Friends of Roland Water Tower. Over the last 5 years, Mary has been indefatigable in a campaign to convert an overgrown golf course into a vibrant park, utilizing the design principles of Frederick Law Olmsted for all residents of Baltimore City. This park, which is known as Hillside Park, is the first new park of this size in 100 years in the city. Mary Page models Frederick Law Olmsted's ability to think at the scale of the problem. It is indeed our honor this evening to present her with the Olmsted Network 2024 Certificate of Appreciation. We promise that when Hillside Park opens, we will be there.
All right.
So Mary Page, come forward.
All right.
She's giving me 2 minutes and I'm going to take it. So, thank you to Dee Dee and the Olmsted Network for this recognition. This has been a wonderful weekend and I'm so grateful to have shared it with you all. I will certainly go home with new energy and new ideas. I didn't know that she was going to introduce me like this, so I have a couple repetitive things, but I'll skip over them. I live in the artistic painting that Flo Jr. planned over 100 years ago. We're a tiny nonprofit who later this year will purchase 20 acres to create that first new park in Baltimore City of this size in 100 years. Echoing the story of many others here today, a real estate developer came into our neighborhood more than a decade ago to build a large commercial retirement center on 20 acres of a section of an abandoned golf course. It was going to be the size of the Ravens or football team's stadium. The neighborhood, with a fabulous city councilwoman, stopped the change in zoning. We spent a year doing a strategic plan to let everyone know what we did want instead of just what we didn't want. When the land came up for sale in 2019, our small team, with only one person who had any development experience, hired a development coach. Then COVID hit, and we made some lemonade out of lemons. Our neighbors had nowhere to go. They valued green space more than ever, and were sitting on some cash. So we did hundreds of Zooms to tell our story and ask for help. Our team, all volunteers, which I refer to as the Bad News Bears, has managed to raise $9 million and we will take ownership by the end of the year. More than 650 donors from 40 Baltimore City neighborhoods, 26 Maryland communities, and 19 states understood that we are not just trying to create a park for our little neighborhood, but create a gift for Baltimore. Our neighborhood was shaped by redlining, and this is our message to the future. We will be hiring a landscape architect shortly to follow the Olmsted principles so it will look like it was built with the neighborhood that surrounds it.
All right.
We are working on ways to make this park an educational campus, as we have 2 of the best public schools directly across the street. The principles of Olmsted, of parks as democratic spaces, and all the rest, which I don't need to tell you all, have stood the test of time. We will be creating a park from scratch, so I will need help. We have a lot more money to raise to create a maintenance endowment, but we know that the money is out there, and we need to ask for it. It does take courage to ask for money, but someone needs to speak for the trees and for the parks that 100 years from now will be there and will be loved by a generation we will never know.
The next presentation is the President's Award, and since I'm the president, I get to give it. I'm so excited. Rochester is a city with a rich Olmsted heritage, and in so many ways, that is because of one extraordinary individual, JoAnn Beck. For nearly 20 years, she has served as the president of the Highland Park Conservancy, spearheading education, advocacy, and stewardship for this exquisite park designed by Olmsted. The park is famous for its lilacs, among other things. And thanks to JoAnn and others, it will soon be famous again for the Children's Pavilion, a unique open-air structure included in Olmsted's original design, but raised in the 1960s because of serious deterioration. Using the Olmsted Bicentennial as an incentive, JoAnn and others were able to amass public and private funds to restore this beloved fixture. Construction is due to start soon, and I know, again, we will want to be there at the ribbon cutting. A landscape architect by training, JoAnn combines an understanding of landscape design along with thoughtful advocacy when it comes to protecting Olmsted landscapes. Over many years, she has learned to work well in public, private, and academic settings. In recent years, she has worked diligently to turn back threats of development in the park. When the University of Rochester threatened to develop a parcel in Olmsted's Genesee Valley Park, JoAnn partnered with the Preservation League of New York to have Genesee Valley listed on its statewide 7 to Save list. The President's Award was created in 2022 to honor individuals who make an immense difference in the Olmsted universe. The recipient is approved by the full board. For all these reasons, I am immensely pleased to present the 2024 Olmsted Network President's Award to JoAnn Beck and welcome her son Robin, who is with us this evening as well. Congratulations, JoAnn. Commitment to the protection of Olmsted landscapes in Rochester, New York, and around the country. Congratulations, JoAnn.
Well, this is wonderful, and it's wonderful not only for me, but for the all-volunteer boards, the Highland Park Conservancy Board and the Rochester Olmsted Parks Alliance Board, which has been working diligently, and they're thrilled about this because they know they did all the work. That's true. I can't express how grateful I am for you guys, for the Olmsted Network. Raising the level of understanding and appreciation of the Olmsted legacy has been so important to our work. I can't even express how important having this national support and all of these great ideas. This was a fabulous conference. Just thank you all. Thank you.
I just would like everyone to raise his or her glass, and I'd like us to give a toast to all of our incredible champions this evening, and yes, to Frederick Law Olmsted. We'll do a hip hip huzzah. Hip hip huzzah! So congratulations to everyone. It's been very, very special and an honor to be with all of you. All of you are champions of the Olmsted legacy. So thank you so much, and continue to enjoy your company.